Hello, welcome to the Language Journals. I am Jennifer.
And I am Bob. We are so happy to have you here today.
Today we have a very special topic for English learners. It is called Think Fast, Speak Smart.
That sounds a bit scary, doesn't it? But don't worry, it is actually very simple.
That's right. Many students want to speak English quickly, but the secret is not about speed, it is about how you think.
Exactly. In this video, we will show you easy ways to talk more naturally without feeling stressed.
We are using easy words today, so this is perfect for you. Let's start with our first tip.
Jennifer, when someone asks you a question, do you always answer immediately?
I try to, but sometimes my brain is slow.
That is normal, even for us. You don't need to be a robot.
That is true. Some people think they must speak as soon as the other person stops.
But that is a mistake. If you hurry, you make more mistakes.
And then you feel more nervous.
Exactly. So our first think fast trick is actually to slow down your brain.
How do we do that?
We use something called thinking time. It's okay to be silent for 1 or 2 seconds.
Sometimes silence feels like a long time, though.
It feels long to you, but to the other person, it just looks like you are thinking. It's smart.
Okay, so silence is fine, but what if I don't want to stay quiet?
Then you use filler words. These are small words that give you time to think.
Oh, like when people say, or
Yes, exactly like that. But we have even better ones.
Like what? Give me an example.
Well, you can start a sentence with the word well.
I see what you did there. You used well to think about your answer.
Precisely. It sounds very natural in English.
So, well is a good one. Are there others?
Yes, another great one is let me see.
Let me see. That sounds very polite and smart.
It is. Imagine I ask you, Jennifer, what are you doing this weekend?
Let me see. I think I am going to the park.
Perfect. You didn't say, I don't know. You just took a second to remember.
And it sounded like I was really thinking about my plans.
It makes the conversation feel smooth, like a river.
I like that. But Bob, sometimes I need even more time. Maybe more than just well or let me see.
I understand. When the question is difficult, you can use a whole phrase. For example, that is a good question.
Oh, I hear people say that all the time. That is a good question.
Exactly. It gives you about 3 or 4 seconds to find your words. Let's try it. Jennifer, what is the best way to learn 50 new words in one day?
Wow, Bob. That is a very good question. I think it is better to learn only 5 words but use them many times.
Great answer. And you see, you used the phrase to stay calm while you thought of the advice.
You're right. It stopped me from saying, I don't know, or getting stuck.
It's like a bridge. It carries you from the question to your answer.
I feel smarter already. Using phrases like, that is interesting, or that is a good question, really helps.
Now, let's talk about the words you choose. Some learners try to use very big, difficult words from a dictionary.
Yes, I see that a lot. They want to look smart, so they use long words.
But actually, speaking smart means being clear. It's better to use simple words that you know well.
So instead of saying, I'm fatigued, I should just say, I'm tired?
Exactly. If you use tired, you don't have to stop and think about how to say fatigued. Your brain stays fast because the words are easy.
That makes sense. Simple words are like fast tools. They're easy to grab and use.
Right. If you use A1 or A2 vocabulary, you can talk for a long time without stopping.
And when you don't stop, you sound more fluent to the person listening to you.
Precisely. Don't build a tall wall with big words. Build a long road with small words.
That is such a good point, Bob. Another thing I notice is that beginners try to make very long sentences.
Oh, yes. They use and, but, and because too many times in one sentence.
Then they get lost in their own words.
Exactly. My advice for thinking fast is use short sentences. One idea, one sentence.
So instead of, I went to the store because I wanted milk, but they didn't have any, so I went home, I should break it up?
Yes, say, I went to the store. I wanted milk. They didn't have milk, so I went home.
That is much easier to say. I don't have to plan a long story in my head.
Right. Short sentences give your brain a break at every period. It's like taking small steps instead of a giant jump.
And it is much easier for the other person to understand me, too.
Now, let's talk about a big problem. What happens when you completely forget a word?
That is the worst feeling. Everything stops and my face gets red.
It happens to everyone, even me in English sometimes. The trick is, don't stop. Use other words to describe the thing you forgot.
You mean like a game? If I forget the word refrigerator, what do I do?
Well, think about what it does. You can say, the big cold box in the kitchen.
The big cold box. That's perfect. Everyone understands that.
Exactly. Or if you forget the word waiter, you can say, the man who brings the food.
That makes the conversation keep moving. I don't have to freeze and look for the perfect word.
Right. Thinking fast means being flexible. If one road is closed, find another way to get there.
I like that. No more frozen moments for me.
Sometimes you don't even need to describe the word. You can just ask for help.
Really? Is that allowed?
Of course, it's a conversation, not a test. If you get stuck, look at your friend and say, how do you say, or what is the word for the thing we use to eat soup?
A spoon.
See, you helped me. Now the conversation continues, and we're both happy.
I always thought asking for help made me look like a bad student.
Not at all. It makes you look like a great communicator. It shows you want to keep talking.
That is true. It's much better than just staying silent and looking at the floor.
Exactly. Use the person you're talking to. They're your partner, not your enemy.
What is the word for? I am going to remember that phrase for sure. Here's another trick I heard about. What if I repeat the question?
Oh, that is a fantastic think fast strategy. Teachers call this echoing.
Echoing? Like a mountain?
Exactly. If I ask you, what did you do last night, and you aren't ready to answer, what do?
I say, what did I do last night?
Yes! While you're repeating my words, your brain is busy looking for the answer.
What did I do last night? I watched a movie. It works. It gave me 2 extra seconds.
And it sounds very natural. It shows you're listening and understanding the question.
So I can repeat the question to buy time and then give my answer.
Precisely. It's a very smart way to keep the flow without saying too many times.
I feel much more relaxed now. I have so many tools to use.
Now, let's talk about listening. To speak smart, you need to be a good listener.
Really? But I want to talk. Why is listening important for thinking fast?
Because if you listen carefully, the other person gives you the words you need.
Oh, I see. You mean I can use their words in my answer?
Exactly. If I ask, are you tired today? You don't need to think of a new word. You just say, yes, I'm very tired.
That is so easy. I just borrow your vocabulary.
Yes, borrowing is great for A1 and A2 learners. Listen to the verbs and the adjectives the other person uses.
That takes the pressure off my brain. I don't have to create everything from zero.
Right. Listen, repeat, and then add your own small detail. It makes you look very smart in the conversation.
So we have a lot of tips for when we are talking to people, but how can we practice alone?
I have a fun game for that. I call it the picture game.
The picture game? How do you play?
It's easy. Open a book or look at a photo on your phone, then say the first 3 things you see immediately.
Okay, let me try. I'm looking at a photo on my desk. I see a coffee cup, a blue pen, and a cat.
Perfect. Don't worry about grammar. Just say the words fast.
I see. This helps my brain connect the object to the English word quickly.
Exactly. If you do this every day, you won't have to translate in your head. You just see the cup and think cup.
Translation is my biggest problem. I always think in my first language first.
We all do at the start, but this game helps your brain stay in English mode.
That is a great game. I have another idea for practicing alone. I call it self-talk.
Oh, I do that too, but people think I'm crazy when I talk to myself.
It's not crazy, it's practice. For example, when I'm in my kitchen, I say, I am making tea. The water is hot. I need a spoon.
That is a perfect way to think fast. You're describing your life while it happens.
Exactly. Because I'm doing the action and saying the word at the same time, my brain learns faster.
Ah, I should do that when I get dressed in the morning. I'm putting on my blue shirt. I'm looking for my shoes.
Yes, it's simple, it's A1 vocabulary, but it makes your brain very smart and ready for a real conversation.
It's like a warm-up for your mouth and your mind. Jennifer, let's talk about another secret. I call it English chunks.
Chunks? That sounds like pieces of chocolate.
I wish, but no. Language chunks are groups of words that always go together, like, how's it going? Or, to be honest.
Oh, so I don't have to think about the grammar for how, is, and it?
Exactly. You don't build the house brick by brick. You just pick up a whole wall and put it down.
That makes speaking so much faster. If I learn I would like to, I can just add any food at the end. I would like to eat pizza.
Right. Your brain doesn't have to work hard. You just use the chunk you already know.
That is much better than trying to remember if I need a to or an ing every time.
Yes, learn phrases, not just single words. It's the fastest way to speak smart.
Bob, I have to ask, what if I use a chunk or a word and it is wrong? I'm so afraid of making mistakes.
Oh, Jennifer, mistakes are our friends. If you worry about being perfect, you will never think fast.
But I feel embarrassed when I say he go instead of he goes.
Oh, don't be. Even people who speak English very well make small mistakes when they talk fast.
Really? So the person listening to me doesn't care?
Usually, they don't even notice. They just want to understand your idea. If you stop and fix every small mistake, the conversation becomes slow and boring.
So think fast means keep going even if I make a mistake?
Exactly. Just keep swimming. If you say something wrong, don't stop. Just finish your sentence.
Okay, I will try to be brave. No more stopping to fix my grammar every 5 seconds.
That's the spirit. A mistake is just a tiny bump on a long road. Let's talk about speed for a moment. Is it better to be fast or is it better to be clear?
I think most people want to be fast so they sound like a native speaker.
I know. But if you speak very fast and your pronunciation is not clear, the other person will be confused.
Like when I try to say a tongue twister, nobody knows what I'm saying.
Exactly. Think fast means your brain is ready, but your mouth can take its time.
So I should think fast, but speak medium.
Yes, speak at a comfortable speed. If you're clear, you look smart. If you're fast but messy, people will ask you to repeat everything.
And repeating is not fun. It makes me feel like I'm failing.
Right. So don't race. Think of the words in your head quickly, but say them clearly.
That makes me feel much better. I don't have to win a race. I just have to have a conversation. Speaking of not racing, what do I do if I feel my heart beating fast? You know, when I get really nervous.
Oh, that is the panic moment. My best advice is take a breath.
Like that?
Exactly. One deep breath takes only 1 second, but in that 1 second, your brain gets more oxygen.
And then I can find my words again.
Yes! Most learners are afraid of silence. They think 1 second of silence is a disaster.
It feels like an hour.
But it's not. To the listener, it just looks like you're a serious person who thinks before they speak.
So taking a breath makes me look smart and helps me relax.
It's a win-win. Don't be afraid of a tiny bit of quiet. It's better to breathe than to say 10 times.
Okay, I will try to breathe more and less.
You know, Jennifer, there's one more thing. It's not about words, it's about how you look.
You mean my clothes?
No. I mean your confidence. If you look like you know what you are doing, people think you are speaking smart.
But what if I feel like a beginner inside? What if my brain is still searching for basic words?
Fake it until you make it. Keep your head up. If you speak with a strong voice, people don't notice the small mistakes.
So if I say I goes to school with a big voice and a smile, it's better than whispering I go to school while looking at my shoes?
100%. Confidence is half of the language. When you're confident, your brain actually works faster because you're not fighting your fear.
That is so interesting. So thinking fast is also about believing in myself.
Exactly. You're a learner, and that is a great thing. Be proud of the English you have right now.
Okay, I will try to be more confident. I am learning, and it is okay to be a beginner. Wow, Bob, we talked about so many things today. My head is full of ideas.
Let's do a quick review. It helps the brain remember everything.
Okay, so tip number 1, it is okay to be silent for a second. Use that thinking time.
Right. And tip number 2, use filler words like, well, let me see, or that's a good question.
Tip number 3, keep it simple. Use short sentences and easy A1, A2 words. Don't try to be a dictionary.
Exactly. And tip number 4, if you forget a word, describe it or just ask for help.
And don't forget tip number 5, practice alone by talking to yourself or playing the picture game.
And the most important one, don't be afraid of mistakes. Just keep talking.
I feel much more ready to speak now. Think fast, speak smart isn't so scary after all.
It's all about the tools in your pocket. Now you have many.
I am so happy we did this today, Bob. I think our friends at home feel much more comfortable now.
I hope so. Remember, everyone, English is a journey. You don't have to be perfect today. You just have to be a little bit better than yesterday.
That is very true. Thank you for joining us here at the Language Journals.
Yes, thank you. And if you like these tips, try using one of them today. Just one.
Like saying, well, before you answer a question. It's a great start.
Exactly. Well, it's time for us to go.
Goodbye, everyone. Keep practicing and keep smiling.
Goodbye. See you in the next video.
Bye-bye.